Are you getting ready to go on your first deployment? Before you do, make sure you watch this video.
I put my life on the line. I put my life on the line. Hey. I put my life on the line. I put my life on the line.
What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another Military Monday, where every Monday I'm putting out good content about the military. If you're new to this channel, I'm CS2 Harris. I put out informational videos about the Navy. In this video, I'm going to be sharing you guys some pros and cons about going on deployment. Like always, make sure you like, subscribe, leave a comment. I answer every question you guys have, so make sure you drop a comment in the comment section, and we're going to jump right into the video. Alright, we're going to jump into the pros. I got 4 pros about being on deployment. Alright, first on the list, we got money. On deployment, you're going to make a lot of money. The reason is because on top of your normal pay, you're going to be getting certain incentives. So like, you're going to be getting separation pay. If you have a family, you're going to be getting an extra $250 a month just because you have family left behind at home. So on top of that, if you work on a flight deck, you'll be getting a flight deck pay, which is $150. And on top of that, if you go in certain areas of the country, you'll get hazardous pay, and that could be up to $150 as well. All to say, you could be making an extra $500 to $1,000 extra while on deployment on top of your normal pay, and it'll be all tax free. Alright, number 2 on the list, I got saving and paying off debt. So on deployment, you can be on deployment anywhere from 6 to 9 months. That's a perfect time to pay off debt and save money, because you don't have nowhere to spend your money. You don't have nowhere to go. You can find to the ship. The only way you can spend money is if you're shopping on Amazon, if you're going to the ship store, using vending machines. That's the only way you'll be spending money. So if you kind of stay away from those 3 things, you could save a lot of money. I've seen people save over $20,000 while on a 7-month deployment. It's very possible. Also, with paying off debt is the perfect time, because all this extra money you getting in, you can just double it up on paying off your car note. You can also terminate your lease. If you have a lease with an apartment, you can terminate that, move out, and that's the extra money you saving, so you're not paying rent while you're on deployment. You can also suspend your cell phone bill, because you won't be able to use your cell phone while on deployment. So that's another way to save some extra money. You can also get your insurance rate lower while on deployment, because you won't be driving while you're on deployment. So you can call your insurance company and have them lower your rate for your insurance. So on my first deployment, my credit score went from a high 500 to a low 700, and that's because I paid all my debt off while I was on deployment. I doubled up on my car payments, I paid all my debt off, and my credit score skyrocketed. So make sure on your deployments, take care of your debt. After that, you can start paying yourself, you can start saving, and then everything else can fall after that. Alright, third on the list, I got health. So I was in the best shape of my life on deployment. The reason was because I was going to the gym 6 to 7 days a week. There's nothing else to do on deployment but go to the gym, work. So I was working out almost every day. Also, I wasn't drinking as much, because you can't drink on deployment, only when you go to these ports, and that was like every other month. So I was rarely drinking. I was going to the gym almost every day, and fast food, I cut out all the fast food, because there's no McDonald's out to sea, there's no Wendy's, no Taco Bell, so there's no eating fast food. The only food I was eating was from the ship, and I ate mostly salads. So I was in the best shape of my life on deployment. And number 4 on the list, I got traveling. So the Navy has some of the best port visits in the military. In my 3 deployments I've been on, I've been to so many countries. My first deployment, I've been to Spain, I've been to Israel, I've been to Dubai, Abu Dhabi, I've been to Jordan, I've been to Yemen, I've been to Africa, all on my first deployment. I'm like 21, 22 years old visiting all these countries, and those were some of the best times of my life. So take advantage of these port visits when you go to these countries. Make sure when you hit these ports, you bring your camera so you can take pictures for memory. Make sure you buy souvenirs. Don't spend all your time drinking at these ports. Go and experience the culture. Go and experience the country, because in the end, it will benefit you. You will have a lot of memories you can tell your kids, your grandkids, your family members in the future. Alright, so those are my top 4 pros. Next, I'm going to jump into the cons. I got 4 cons. First on the list, I got being away from family. So being away from family is the #1 reason people dislike being on deployment. So you're On deployment, you'll be missing out on holidays, birthdays, funerals, weddings, graduations, everything you'll miss out on because you're going for 8 to 9 months. So you're going to miss out on a lot of things. I had sailors that missed their first child being born because they were on deployment. They wasn't able to go because the mission comes first. I've seen times where the captain will let a sailor fly back to make it to their child's birth, but it's very rare. So don't expect to go home if your wife is in labor. So second on the list, I got work. On deployment, you're going to be working every day, 7 days a week. Don't expect to get a day off only when you hit these ports and you get a couple days off to explore the country. But other than that, you're going to be working 7 days a week. Your body does get used to working long hours and every day. But other than that, you're pretty much working every day on deployment. Alright, third on the list, I got food. Being on deployment, the food is not going to be that great. And take it from me, I'm a CS. I'm the one that's going to be cooking your food. The reason why the food is not always that great is because we have to follow a 21-day cycle card. We have to follow recipe cards that we can't really cook what we want. Also, we cooking for so many people that we can't put our heart and soul into it. We just got to pump it out as fast as possible so we won't run out of food. We will have enough food for everybody. And that's why the food is not always that appetizing. Also, on deployment, there's no grocery store the cooks can go to get more food. If we run out of food, we're out until we get more food from a supply ship. Alright, fourth on the list, I got confined. Being on the ship, you're confined to the ship. It's like a floating city. There's nowhere to go. You with the same people from 6 to 9 months straight. I remember on my first deployment, we was out to sea for 90 days straight without seeing any land. All we seen was water every day for 90 days straight. You have to be mentally prepared to be on deployment. So make sure before you go on deployment, you got all your ducks lined up in a row. Alright, so that concludes this video. Those were my pros and cons about going on deployment. Like always, make sure you like, subscribe, and leave a comment. I answer every question you guys may have. You can also hit me on my Instagram at Dave_lowkey_Harris. I have it in the description. Also have it down here somewhere at the bottom of the video. And thank you for watching my video. Until next time, deuces.